Oh, Devin with the W sub to Isaac. The heck? Yeah, I don't know. Hello and welcome to the TTB Valorant tournament. I'm here with Haddock. We have ourselves one heck of a matchup between the Drama and Debate Club and the Goon. Wait, that's completely. This is Brim Job versus the Goon Platoon. But
yes,
nonetheless, we have ourselves a matchup here on Haven in week number 4 here. You know, Haddock, the Goon Platoon has had some great games. I think they've been the class of the field so far. So for Team Brim Job, what do you think they need to do, especially starting on attack on Haven, to be able to set the tone early and keep the pace up against this team that's been so good early in this tournament?
I think on Haven, a really big point of attack on this map is making sure you have strong engage. Smokes are super, super important on this map. Every single entrance onto every site is close quartered. It's going to be, kind of a choke point everywhere you go. So especially when you're on defense, smokes are big utilization, which means on offense, you have to have blinds. So we need to see a lot of usage coming out from both sides on those.
Absolutely. As we're going to go ahead and go to Isaac for the Extreme X Factor of this matchup. Isaac, who is it going to be?
Alright, it's not very hard to figure out who my X Factor is going to be. Actually, it is kind of hard. But anyway, it's been a couple weeks. I'm glad to be back. I'm going with somebody who was almost the X Factor in the past. I ended up skipping over him, and I made a mistake. It was my only mistake. So I'm going with my boy Gage. He's over there on the Phoenix, not Sova. That's interesting from him, and I'm really excited to see what he does with this.
Absolutely. It'll be a bit of a different play from Gage from what we're seeing, but he is the X factor of this matchup. He has had some crazy plays here in this tournament, so we will have to see how things turn out for them as we are introducing for the very first time the cameras of our players here. As you guys can see, we are starting off with Skylar on the camera, so you guys are going to be able to see that, especially in clutch situations. So it's going to be really fun for these guys to see. So here we go. Round number 1, first game of this 2-game matchup between Brim Job and the Goon Platoon. Here we go. It's going to start off early here.
Whoa!
We have a knife fight, I believe, of some kind. I believe it's Skylar and Dina are gonna go ahead or excuse me, Skylar and Wolfie are gonna go ahead and maybe knife fight here.
This might be a remake.
Yeah, here we go. This might indeed be a remake here. We are missing a Gecko. So one knife and 2 coming out there from Skylar. Take a look at him as he got the knife kill there. And then Low cleans it up there on the backside. We do have Sammy rotating over here towards the spike here. Dino looking as Oishi is in the corner here. Dino thinking better of it, not going to be pushing that there. Sammy and Dino going to be the last 2 alive here with 4 defenders still looking to try and find something here. Gage going to be rotating over towards A, but now it looks like the attackers have made their way to the C side. C side's going to be completely clear here. Dino and I believe that is Loaf making their way over to the site here. Just completely clear. Nobody on it. Sammy's going to be holding mid while they try and get Hunter back. Sammy hearing all of them coming through on the B side there. Now is finally going to make their way through. Going to be coming up on the flank. Gage going to have that blind ready. Should have used it. Thinking about it now. Going to be throwing out that fireball. And wow, look at that. The trade. Sammy was able to get 2 though. So it's going to be a 1v2 situation here. Noah's the last alive. Oh, he's going to be getting shot at here. Only 22 health. Gonna have to try and find something here. Sammy's going to be pushing up as well. I don't think so. And Sammy with the 3K gets it done for Brim Job as they take the 1-0 lead down a man to begin.
That's a great round there at the beginning. Kind of confusing at the start with the Gecko being out. I hope Hunter's connection is good. We can get him back online soon. I wanted to touch point.
He's gonna be here in 10 minutes.
Okay, I wanted to touch point though on some of the compositional things on the side of Brim Job. Wolfie back on this Astra, becoming kind of a signature pick for him, and I love that pick coming through on Haven. I think that that's a great agent. And then Loaf staying on that Neon, I think it's a great pickup for them. Let's see if they can make something happen.
Absolutely. It's going to be another A-sided push this time. They're going to start here. Wolfie going to be setting up these Astra stars. Meanwhile, in mid, you're going to see Skylar just completely missed there by Wolfie. Oh my goodness, almost like they've seen each other there, but decide better of it. Now we're going to get some contact, and there is the shot. There is Wolfie taking out Skylar there as the rest of these attackers are working their way towards A site here. The Davinator does show their head for a second. Sammy sees it. Oishi going to be in the corner here. Loaf going to try and get some chances, and there is Dino cleaning it up there. Teho going to be sending that out there. It is Chris Hansen, as Gage is going to be making his way back, maybe trying to find something here, but no, there is Sammy with the Spectre, able to take him out. There's another shot out, and Sammy's going to get a second there. Chris Hansen going down after taking out Lope, and now it's all up to the Davinator again in this 1v3 situation here. Going to be a dart sent out there by Dino. Now some shock darts, multiple shock darts coming out. Not going to land, but it doesn't matter. The Phantom out for Dino as Brim Jog take a 2-0 lead here to start this game number 1.
Ever since the Breeze map last week, or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember how long ago, but there was a Breeze where Wolfie and Sammy were the only ones really staying alive for the side of Brim Job. Sammy has been on a different level, playing with a different kind of confidence than we've seen her use in previous weeks. So I like seeing her play forward on this Killjoy and being aggressive on this attacker side where Killjoy does not have as much agency. I want to see a little bit more coordination coming through from them, but on the defensive side for Goon Platoon, we need to see them be a little bit smarter on when their pushes are, as we might see some contact here, Garage, with Sammy.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Chris Hansen's going to be holding the stinger here. Sammy waiting by the door. As now there's contact. Dino's going to go down to Gage. There's the Extreme X Factor. Finding one early here for Goon Platoon. He's going to be pushing up into C long there. Going to be grabbing that ult orb, and he's going to have an ult now. Skylar going to be looking in mid here. Now Sammy's going to take out Chris Hansen. That was the stinger going down there, but there's Gage cleaning it back up on Sammy. So now it's going to be a 2v4 situation here. Still down a man is the side of Brim Job as we're waiting for Hunter to try and come back into this game here. He is not at the computer, but look at this. Gage, Skylar, and I believe that is Davinator all on the C site, trying to hold it down with Oishi, the lone wolf on A. Now Gage trying to look here. Meanwhile, on the other side, it is just Dino and Loaf, as Dino's going to be sending out that dart. It is going to get a scan down, but not going to hit anybody there. Only 36 seconds left here in round number 3. Now Dino with a slow push up to Oishi here. This might, yeah, I was going to say, this might work out for them in their favor. Oishi on the other side of the wall here. Now Oishi going to be rotating back towards the A site. Dino going to be looking here with that camera. They're going to have to take out that Killjoy turret. They will, but there are the mollies. So they can't get spiked down immediately here. Now there's the shot out. Wow, there's Dino with one, but Oishi right back to make this a 3v1. There's low cut. There is Skylar to clean it up. And that is going to do it. Goon Platoon. Don't think that Hunter's alive for some reason, but they can go ahead and defuse this spike now, as that is going to be it, as Goon Platoon takes round number 3 here in this matchup. And you know what, Haddock? I mean, just taking a look here with the man down, once I think Hunter gets back into the game here, this really could be the chance for Brim Job to take over and finally do something against this Goon Platoon team that's just been so good early in this tournament.
Yeah, Goon Platoon's been, really controlling in a lot of games. I think that they're a very, very competent offensive team. But for the side of Brim Job, they're just playing really, really confidence, getting ahead of them in that round. Sammy playing by herself in Garage, and it was Gage on the side of Goon Platoon getting those early picks and in the mid round that carried that round forward. And now Sammy again on that flank job. Now we'll have to see if they can coordinate and attack enough with 3 people.
Yeah, definitely. Gage, the Extreme X Factor, leading the way for his team. Sammy on the other side, leading the way for her team. We will see here in round number 4 if we can get another tied up game, or if it's going to be Brim Job that are going to hit them with a double swing. Gage better be ready for it. He does see Wolfie there, does get the blind out, but able to back out in time is Wolfie and Loaf. Now holding it, Gage, gonna think again. There's the other way. Whoa, gonna go out
great
now.
shots.
Gage is gonna go down to 45, but gonna get the heal up from his wall. Gonna have to watch out from the shots. As Sammy's able to take out Skylar on the other side, so a great play to make it a 4v4 matchup now. Sammy gonna be setting up that turret here. Daminator needs a kill desperately and finally gets one down on Sammy. Brim job only gonna have 2 people now, being Wolfie and Dino. On the other side, it's going to be 4 for Oishi, Gage, Chris Hansen, and the Daminator. Dino and Wolfie working their way over towards the A site now, where 3 of these defenders are ready, but Gage is on the other side. He's going to be looking for this flank here, and I think he's going to have a great opportunity. There it is, with his gun down. Gage
he doesn't expect
watch
it.
out for Wolfie. So Wolfie, 3v1 situation, going to have to watch out for Chris Hansen here in mid. Gonna have to move this spike to C-side. I think they can get it down here in time without any contact. Gonna have to stick it here. There is the spike going down, and they're gonna have enough time to get out. Now Daminator, he's gonna have a chance. They're gonna go down. It's Chris Hansen and Oishi now. 2v1 situation here. Can Wolfie survive? Oishi going to be picking up a better gun, going to be sitting in the smoke. Chris Hansen doesn't have any idea. There's his. Whoa!
Through the smoke!
Cleans it up through the smoke. What a play by Beta, as they're going to tie this game up here in round number 4.
It kind of fell apart there in the beginning. Again, it was just a split push look from the side of Brim job. When you're running this 4v5 offense, you have to play more together. And unfortunately for them, with Sammy and Dino kind of playing off from Loaf and Wolfie, it just didn't mean much for a good attack. Gage was able to hold off and kill the Neon. And some late round heroics coming through from Wolfie at the end, but just couldn't get it done in the 3v1. What we need to see from them, again, they just need to play more together, because when you're down a man, you need everything you can get. Every contact kill, every trade, that's what's going to get them a win in this round.
Absolutely. Now they're going to try and play all together. Maybe it's going to be Wolfie looking in window of B site here, but Sammy's going to lead the way here on KJ with Dino on Sova here. Now they're going to be setting up. There is the ult coming out from Sammy. So gonna have to watch out here if you're on the defender side. Now they're going to be getting some contact. Gonna have to watch out here. Daminator gonna find a spot in heaven. Oh, and look at that. Beta's gonna get a molly kill there on Dino. Spike is still not down. Sammy's gonna have to get it here. Gonna have to watch out.
Another salvo.
Molly. Yeah, big salvo coming in. Sammy trying to get one. She does, but Beta cleans it up. There is Wolfie though, trying to find something here. Looking up top. There's Loaf underneath though. They're going to make this a bit of a battle here. Gage and Chris Hansen, the last couple. Chris Hansen going to go down as well. So now it's all up to Gage. 1v1 situation against Loaf. Loaf underneath, going to be holding. Holding from Loaf. What a shot and kill to take a lead here for Brim Job in round number 5.
It looked disastrous at the beginning. Oishi getting the molly kill onto Dino. They lost the plant, and then the salvos came through to disrupt even more. They have so much util that slows down the attacker side. But it was Loaf coming through with some clutch kills, trying to stop these people from getting onto site. And, you know, the 4v5 is possible with them right now. With this composition, they just have to continue to be together, be aggressive, and they can get this done. From the defender side, though, you have to make smarter use of your util and smarter use of your peaks, because you're kind of peeking through one by one and allowing yourselves to get picked off.
Just like that, Sammy gonna go with the Spectre, but it is going to be Skylar. He's gonna get a second one there. What a play from Skylar to get 2. Big plays there from the side of the Goon platoon as they look to try and tie things up here with only Dino and Wolfie left alive. Wolfie gonna have to wait here, looking as that bot is going to be coming out. Now the ult gonna be coming in. Gabe's gonna be looking. Here's gonna get one. Now it's just Dino left alive. Dino's gotta watch out. Going to take out the Daminator. Here comes the ult from Gage. It's gonna go down as well, though. Dino doing some heroic plays here, is not going to have the spike, though, and is just gonna have to try and find a way to get 4 kills here, which is going to be extremely difficult, especially with that ult coming out from Oishi down. There is Skylar going to go down, but there's one more Engage as he's going to get it done there for Goon Platoon. They just have to find Hunter in the spawn, which I would think at one point or another they're going to have to find it out, but There we go. I think they're finally
that
getting
was
it
good.
there.
30
Oishi
seconds
going to be cleaning it up there on Hunter. And that is going to be a round win for the Goon Platoon here as we get it tied up 3-3 here in round number 6.
Yeah, it's been weird economically for both of these teams kind of coming through. We've seen some forced buys, and we've seen some saves when there should have been buying. So both teams are in a little bit of a strange spot economically. And unfortunately for Goon Platoon, they did get the win that last round, but at what cost? 2 or 3 ultimates. I think it was 2 ultimates that ended up getting used. The Killjoy ult coming through in a 4v1 situation, I don't necessarily agree with. You can get your round wins where you want, and I understand the usage of util. But that could become, something that they need in future rounds.
Absolutely. We'll see if it's a detriment to their play here as we're going to get a very fast hit onto the C site here. And there's going to be no time for the Goon Platoon to try and come out and do anything. That spike is going to go down here.
This is good.
They're going to be sending out the salvos. Great plays here from the side of Brim Job. Loaf going to be sitting up top here. They're going to get some contact in garage as well. Wow, look at Sammy able to take care of the Extreme X Factor.
Great
A huge
wall.
kill there. There is the wall. Davinator's going to have to try and push out here. Loaf is going to be waiting patiently. Does the Davinator push out here? Do they wait for that wall to come down? Loaf maybe should have held him, and now here comes the Davinator. He's thinking about it. Loaf with the backup.
It's ticking down so fast.
Yeah, exactly. That spike is going to be ticking ever so quickly here. They're not going to have enough time to get things done. Oishi's going to go down to Loaf there. What a big kill immediately. Just great use of the util. Davinator going to take out Loaf, though. Going to be looking for more. Going to be sending out the smoke, but there's just not going to be enough time. He's going to be able to get Wolfie, but that's going to do it there. Brim Job take round number 7 and take the lead here as Skylar's going to get one more kill there on Dino. But what a great job. Down a man, but up around.
Jared, you know what would have helped in that retake right there? A Killjoy ultimate.
A Killjoy ult, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the early usage in the last round kind of spells doom for them this round. There was just so much stall from the retake side that they just weren't able to get on site. The wall coming through from the Astra, the attack was so fast, and for some reason, it was the only site they left uncovered. We didn't see any utility usage from the Killjoy on C site, and it just left for a free attacker side round. And now you're in a really, really good spot if you're the side of Brim Job economically.
Yeah, here we go. The Extreme X Factor versus the top team of Brim Job here. Sammy and Gage going to be right on the opposite sides here of this garage door. Gage waiting ever so patiently, seeing if Sammy is going to peek out.
Oh, the
He
barrel!
is! Oh my goodness, he is going to get it done. The Extreme X Factor once again proving why Isaac went to school for this, because he knew that Gage was going to be playing out of his mind today. Now looking on the other side, we're going to have the Davinator try and look for something here. Loaf just over so low, now going to be regaining that health back as the Davinator is going to be coming out here with that Minima Bulldog, trying to find anything he can, going against this Ares here in the hands of Loaf. But the Extreme X Factor is going to be looking, almost thought about pushing out there, but Loaf still holding that angle here in this 3v5 situation. Now looking up top, you're going to be seeing Skylar. There's going to be Dino and Wolfie here. He's going to maybe try and use his ultimate. He's thinking about it. He's going to wait on it anyways. Now he's going to be using it. He's going to look for it, but he's not going to hit it. He's still going to get Dino, though. He's going to look for the satchel. He's going to knock him down. What a play there from Skylar as Team Goon Platoon are going to get it done in round number 8 there off of the Skylar ult as well as the plays by Gage and Garage.
Yeah, great round there. Skylar with some clutch plays coming through at the very end, using the ultimate and then using the blast pack to get the kill. Kind of slide, almost like a neon slide there, it looked like. But really great round from the side of Goon Platoon, equalizing this game. It should not be this close. You're playing in a 5v4 situation from Goon Platoon, and just the attacking side coordination coming through from Brim Job is creating so much doubt and disruption for Goon Platoon, and they're just not able to get a lot of those trade kills. That round, it did go their way, but you should be taking advantage of this. Hunter's going to come back eventually, and until then, you have to do everything you can to build an advantage.
Absolutely. Here comes Loaf with that wall setting up, but I think that Gage was ready. They're going to have smokes up, and they're going to have to rethink their decision of pushing this C site. Meanwhile, on the other side, Oishi and Chris Hansen are going to be waiting on A there for Brim Job to try and come over, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to hear the footsteps. They're going to maybe move. Now they move. Chris Hansen finally making movement towards that link side of A. There's going to be nobody on this side. They're going to go ahead and take out that Cage alarm bot there. Going to be looking. They're going to have to get out of the way here. And now they might be making their way back to C-side. So a double rotate here. Wolfie going to be trying to push up. Gage is in garage here. He's going to have to be careful, as well as Skylar
coming through.
Yeah, Skylar's going to be on the other side as well. There's Gage taking out Sammy immediately. But Gage's going to go down there too. Wolfie, there's Skylar though taking out Low. Wolfie trying to get a shot there on Skylar. He's going to get the set. Too much for Wolfie to handle there. What a play by Skylar. Absolutely unreal satchel. Well done there. Now it's going to be Dino in the corner, able to get the dab, but Beta going to be cleaning it up there, and that's going to be a round win for Goon Platoon, taking it 5-2-4 here. But Haddock, I just want to take a second. I think this was an absolutely genius play here from Brim Job to start on the attacking side, knowing that you're on Haven, knowing that it's a little bit attacker-sided there. You're able to get 4 rounds before your 5th player comes back. I think I can still see that as a huge win here before we even get to the second half where they're going to be defending.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario right now, you don't win the last 3 rounds, and it's, what, 8-4? You're only down 4 rounds, and your 5th player's coming back very, very soon, hopefully. And that just brings so much more to the table for you, especially when you're on the defensive side, when you've got a composition that I think is going to do pretty well on the defensive side, with the stall from the initiators, with Wolfie throwing smokes from above. It looks like we might have contact.
Yeah, Gage looking for a shot here on both Wolfie and Dino. He's going to get 1. He's going to get down to 49. But well done there. Now, Chris Hansen's got to get out. Watches out there for Wolfie. Going to be sending out his bot here. Going to be looking. He's not going to see it. Going to have to wait here. Wolfie only has a sheriff in hand. Going to have to try and find something while low. Wow, look at Sammy, though. Getting the flake on Oishi. Going to be picking up that Vandal, but has to watch out from behind. Oh, my goodness. The timing. Oh, too bad. There, you're going to have to watch out. But, oh, no. Just in the nick of time. Gage was able to get it done there on Sammy. But on the other side, the spike is down here.
Wolfie's so far away.
Yeah, Loaf and Wolfie going to have to be coming through here. There is Gage throwing up a lot of util, and Loaf is going to go down here. Spike is going to get at least down to half, but there it is! Chris Hansen cleaning it up here, and the Goon Platoon will take a 6-4 lead here in round number 10.
I saw the vision there from Wolfie at the end of that round. Coming in from the B side on the flank, he was hoping that he could stall the defuse just enough with the gravity well, with the concuss, to try and move around from the side where they weren't expecting. But it just wasn't there. That Gage had him figured out. Gage has 13 kills and 6 deaths on this first attacker side, or defensive side rather. 10 rounds in, he's playing incredibly. That's just a home run from Isaac on the Extreme X Factor.
Absolutely. Getting the buff of Extreme X Factor is just one thing that, they're able to do. And it's just key players coming in when they need to the most, man. He's been able to do it time and time again. And we'll see if he can get it done here in round number 11. It's going to be 3 going towards the A side with Sammy and Spike waiting here towards garage. Oishi's still setting up here, as the rest of these attackers are going to make their way towards that KJ setup. Wow, Sammy able to take care of Skylar. What a great play there. Able to pick one off and make this an even matchup 4v4 now.
And that's a big pick for them, because Skylar's so important to their retake.
Yeah, absolutely. What a huge play. And now there is the ult coming in there from Sammy. Gonna have to take out all of this utility. They are going to. Have to watch out. There is the Molly. There is the ult from the Tejo there. Chris Hansen getting it done. Loaf and Dino just looking at each other, but there is a great kill. Sammy able to get one as well. They're on the Davinator to make this a 3v2. Gage going to be going up top here. Chris Hansen going low. Spike going to be going down here. He's going to be sending it out. The Extreme X Factor going to have to try and find something. Loaf going to go down to 1, and wow, he's going to get the kill. Gages with his fireball. There is the blind. Sammy's going to have to watch out. Dino playing back. Dino, wow, look at Sammy. She's got 3. It's all up to Chris Hansen, and Dino cleans it up. It's a round win for Brim Job. Down a man, but trying to come back as they win round number 11.
Everybody stepping up right now for the side of Brim Job. It was just a little bit weird in the mid round there. As the Killjoy ultimate comes through, they try to get the plant down, but it's immediate response from Chris Hansen, dropping that Tejo ultimate, which kills the lockdown and disrupts the plant at the same time. But it doesn't matter. Clutch kills coming through from Sandy and from Dino to get that round win.
Absolutely. We'll see if they can try and tie it up here. Down a man. This is something we would have never expected here early, but Skylar and Sammy once again going to be fighting each other towards that garden garage side. Gage going to be looking for shots here on Wolfie. Maybe going to try and find something here. Skylar's going to be sending out that grenade. Not going to have anything doing here. Still a 5v4 situation. Now they're going to be making their way over towards the A side. Low going to be making their way there. Maybe trying to isolate Oishi. Wow, look at Sammy. Able to take out Skylar. Just having his number there. Not anything that he is able to do there. And look at this. They're going to try and fake the wall. Wolfie going to be setting that wall up. Gage is going to have no idea that anybody's going to be coming towards that A side. He's going to have to be careful.
They're moving now.
That might give them enough time. Yep, there is the molly coming out. Sammy down to 22 health there. Going to have to watch out, but Beta able to take him out. But Lope right there on the comeback. There
Salvo again.
More, yeah, wow, great play there by Lope to get out of the way there. Dino going to be sending in that dart. It's going to be scanning Chris Hansen here. Still a, wow, look at that. We'll be able to get one at Dino. Right back. Chris Hansen, the last alive. Gonna be on 54 health. Gonna have to try and find something in this 2v1 situation. Gonna be looking here, and there it is! Dino tying up the game for Team Brim Job in round number 12 as we go to the our fat stat of the half here. Sammy and Gage both at 14 and 8 leading their teams. But you have to think that Sammy's is a little more impressive considering you're down a man, but that doesn't mean that the Extreme X Factor hasn't been a factor in this game. Isaac, I just wanted to go to you real quick here. How were you able to determine that Gage was going to be able to keep this team afloat while the other team was down a man?
Lots of people asked me what would happen if I got one more Extreme X Factor wrong. I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Absolutely. Great plays there from Isaac. And now we're going to have to see how Team Brim Job is going to be able to play this defense half. Down a man here as Hunter has not come back yet to his PC. Here we go. Skylar going to be pushing up towards the garage side. The Spike going to be sitting in the A lobby where it looks like only Dino will be playing. They're going to have two on B side with Wolfie sitting on C here. Skylar going to be checking all his corners here. There is a big push coming out from Dino. Wow, going to get a big kill there. But there is Oishi with the retake back to make this a 4v3. Dino and Chris Hansen going to be setting things up here. Oh, Beta going to go down. What a play from Sammy to be able to get a kill there. Now it's a tie head-to-head here. Lope is going to see Gage. Going to get one down there. Great plays coming in from Brim Job. It's all up to Chris Hansen and Skylar now. Oh, Chris Hansen's gonna get some shots.
He had an angle.
He did, but look at Sammy cleaning it up. It's all up to Skylar and Sammy. 1v1. Skylar down to 41. Sammy gonna be low as well here. Spike going down. Sammy's gonna have to be looking. Gonna have the gun advantage. He's gonna get the kill there on Sammy and win it for the Goon Platoon to give them the 6-7 lead.
That is a great round from the side of Goon Platoon. Again, it gets getting so dicey in that mid-round. Players dying left and right. I wanted to touch on Sammy being up on Gage here with 16 kills on this Killjoy. And honestly, it's not as impressive. Or the thing of her being down 4v5 is not as impressive as it is with her being so oppressive on this Killjoy on the attacker's side. The defensive side is where Killjoy gets her marbles, and we'll have to see if she can keep it up here on this defensive side.
Absolutely. She's going to be the only one here on this C site going to be looking against the Goon Platoon who are trying to bring 5. They're already going to be bringing down that turret here. Multiple uses of the util going to be coming out. She's got to watch out for that boom bot. It's going to get her down in health, and now she can't even use her volley there. Just a blind shot from Oishi going to be coming in here with the Outlaw. Look at Skylar going to be looking with this. Judge is going to be able to get one there through the smoke. Going to be sending out the grenade. There is Wolfie going down. It is all up to Dino here in this 5v1 situation. Only a classic in hand. Skylar going to be looking here with that Judge. Oh, Dino gets put
Oh, he
right
saw the
behind.
cape.
The leg was
Enemy
seen.
remaining.
Gage is gonna knock him out. It's gonna be another win here for the Goon Platoon as they take an 8-6 lead.
Sammy, I would like to formally apologize for the caster curse. It was a strong attacker side there coming through on the C site, taking out Killjoy with basically just boombots and turrets. I mean, they really didn't even see Sammy once. It was just 2 spots from the turret. The damage got her low, and then a body shot from Oishi on that Outlaw. And then some clutch kills coming through from Skylar with the Judge. It's just hard, you know, trying to play retake when you're down a man, and I don't want that to be the excuse. There are ways they can make it work, but it just means that they're going to have to play even more together than they did last half.
Absolutely. Here we go. More contact. Gage going to be getting shots down on Wolfie, but Dino cleaning it up there to make this a 4v3. But here comes these attackers of Goon Platoon. They are going to be pushing long here, while Dino is going to be sneaking up in sewers. So now they're going to have Low playing up top. Going to get down to 66 health here. Has to be careful. But look at Dino
There's one.
getting Chris Hansen. Now Low trying to find something, but Sammy going to be coming through on Skylar. Down to 21 health. Going to get that regen shield up, though. It is just Dino and Sammy now. Oh, but the Daminator's going to get 1. Dino's got 3, though. Do they have 1 more here on Oishi on the Outlaw? 1v1 situation. Only 22 health here. But Oishi might have the post plant here. Didn't get the... Actually, did not get the alarm bot or the mollies down.
Not ready yet.
So Dino's going to have to try and find a way. Going to be getting that
Starting to run
scan
out of
down.
time.
Oh my goodness.
Shot done.
Oishi, you have to know that an Outlaw's in hand. Maybe a wallbang?
Player
Maybe?
standing.
Yes,
There it
able
is.
to see it just enough there. And Oishi's going to get it done. And Hunter's alive! Hunter is alive. We're going to get him back here in round number 16. So it's going to be 9-6 here for the Goon Platoon. But nonetheless, Brim Job are going to get their 5th player back. And we might have ourselves a game.
Absolutely. The 4v5
Like,
did
why can't we
the
just
team did a
hurry up?
great job holding it to
reading
this
that.
point. You're only down 3 rounds. Now your 5th player's back and you can finally start to get to work. This Gecko brings so much more depth to this composition if Hunter can come online. I do want to point out Dino has 15 kills. We haven't said Dino's name once, but the Sova coming through saying, I'm here too, getting kills in the mid-round. Wasn't able to clutch it up against Oishi with that strange kind of, long-sided plant for Goon Platoon. But with Hunter back, let's see if they can make something happen.
Absolutely.
I
It's
say
been girl
that.
power here.
Is
Yeah,
Hunter
I don't know,
back?
I don't know if he's back yet or not. He was moving, but we will see. It was girl power there. Sammy, Sammy, Dino, and Oishi all making big plays
you can
here
put
for
Wolfie in
their
there, too.
teams. You might as well. So here we go. Now we're going to have contact here on the B side. They're going to be trying to push up. Skylar still having that Judge in hand, looking to get a throw in with that grenade. It's going to be coming in. The satchel now. He's going to see 2. Gonna go down, as is Wolfie there. Now he's gonna go down. It's all up to Sammy here. Gonna have that Judge in hand. Gonna have to look out, and Sammy's gonna go down. Not before getting the Daminator, but I thought Hunter was back. I guess Hunter is not back. Just somebody moving his controller, and that is going to do it. Another round win here for the Goon Platoon as they take a 10-6 lead.
And now it seems like hope is lost. The economy is out of control. Hunter is in fact not back. At least not yet. Hopefully he can come back before this thing gets too far out of control. But Oishi's sticking with this Outlaw. She's got 8,400 credits she could use to dump onto something else, but she's going to stick with it. Skylar as well with this Judge. It's kind of just an all, no punches pulled, all out aggressive attacker side from Goon Platoon, and they're getting big rounds with it.
Absolutely they are. They're going to have to try and continue this streak of wins. I believe they've gotten 7 in a row here. Maybe only 6. It could be 7, but we'll see if they can make it another one here in round number 17. Pushing up onto this A site here. Gage going to be looking in sewer. Not going to see anything. Sammy was on the flank there with the Spectre, but going to be thinking better of it as Oishi's going to be holding it there with the Outlaw. So Goon Platoon seeming like they're in a bit of a rut here, but not anymore. There is the Daminator getting a huge kill on Low. Now the smoke's coming up here. Does Skylar have anything? No, it's going to be Wolfie taking them out here. Did have the Judge in hand. Got to wonder if that was a detriment to them.
Oh, the smokes go down!
There is Dino and Wolfie. Gage trying to get one as well, but Gage is going to go down. The ult coming in here from Daminator. It's not going to be the job. 2v2 situation here. Oishi and Chris Hansen versus Dino and Wolfie. Chris Hansen is going to be using a lot of that util. They're both going to be sitting in main. The smoke is out. Chris Hansen trying to find anything here. Can he get a spray down? Has the chance. Yes, there's one.
He's got the one.
Can Wolfie clutch it up here?
One enemy remains.
Going to get one there.
You're welcome.
Oh no, the one way.
The one way too much. Wolfie gonna get the kill, but it's not gonna matter. Goon Platoon gonna get the round win there as the spike goes down, and they take round number 17.
Crucially, Chris Hansen being the one to deny that defuse. He had a Phantom. When the Phantom is firing, you can't see where those shots are coming from, and that just causes so much more problems for the side of Brim Job. They couldn't get the return kill through the smoke, and it just allowed him to continue spraying. That's just an unfortunate round loss for them. And now your position is really dire. You were able to get some kills in that round, but that just means that a better and more economical buy is coming through from the side of Goon Platoon. We've dropped the sniper and the judge, and now we're coming in with real rifles.
Here we go, Skylar going to be putting that boombot towards the C site here, as it's going to be only Sammy on the site. That smoke coming out there from Wolfie is enough to stop them for the moment here. Sammy's going to be holding position, but I believe that they're going to be rotating here. Skylar going to be looking in garden here, where Loaf is going to be sitting, as well as the KJ turret. On the other side, you're going to have Dino pushed up, but Beta going to take them right out there. Oishi with a great kill on Dino, but going to get down 230 health here.
Oh.
Still a 5v3 situation here. Gonna have to watch out is Wolfie on the other side. Going to be avoiding the shots there.
Oh, he got
They're
one.
going to be able to get Chris Hansen, but Skylar able to get the trade right back there. Here comes Loaf coming in, but Skylar able to take them out as well. 24 health is left. Sammy almost gets taken out by that gauge ult. Wow, that was close there. Gonna have to wait here in this 4v1 situation. Only a Spectre in hand. There's the Daminator. Sees them. Daminator gets them down. And that is going to be a round win for the Goon Platoon. They're going to be one away from taking game number 1 here and continuing their impressive undefeated streak to start this season.
It's not just the 4v5, it's everything coming through from Goon Platoon. They were looking really, really good in the defensive side at certain times, and then once they get to the attacker side, everything falls into place. The composition lights itself back up. Gage has 18 kills, Skylar has 20 on this raise, and everybody's doing their job. It's just a great, great team win right now for Goon Platoon. They've got one more to go. Let's see if they can close it out.
Definitely, and for the side of Brim Job, you would have to think that this is quite the valiant effort. I mean, you started off on the defensive half with 6 wins in 12 rounds. I mean, down a person that whole time, that is impressive nonetheless. I think the numbers game and playing defense on a 3-sided map has just been too much for them here. So we will have to see if they have anything left in the tank here in round number 19. If not, it's going to be a Goon Platoon win here in game number 1 of week number 4. But a shot going to be going out there from the side of Loaf. Multiple shots going to go out as Skylar is going to be getting his grenade out. Now here comes the satchel. Loaf's going to have to watch out here. And that is going to be a kill there on Loaf. What a play there from Skylar. Able to satchel in. Now here comes the mollies. They're going to be pushing up here. Skylar going to be waiting. Going to be trying to find anything here. There is Wolfie. Going to get the wall thing down on Skylar. So here comes the gauge ult from Dino, though. As they're going to have to back up. Sammy gonna not see Chris Hansen in garage there. There's the Daminator getting Wolfie there. It's all up to Dino. There's the ult. And I think that we can call this one done. As Dino is trying to find anything they can here.
Perfect.
Able to get one on Chris Hansen. But does the Extreme X Factor have anything to say about it? No, it's the Daminator instead. Cleaning it up here for the Goon Platoon. And they're going to go ahead and take game number 1 here against Brim Job in the 5v4. And they will try and ride the momentum into game number 2.
And we'll do it again and again and a bunch of other times after that.
What a first game there. Which basically what happened is the 5th player for Team Brim Job, they were trying to make their way home. They were 2 minutes from making it home, and then their transmission blew in their car. It's very, timely and, well, untimely to say the least for this to happen. So what we believe is going to happen is we're going to be getting a forfeit in the side of Brim Job. They are not going to be able to make it here for game number 2 because of the being down a person. So yes, pretty much essentially. So this is I can't say I'm surprised that Hunter blew a tranny. It's very like him to do that, but very, very unfortunate situation here, and the other Brim Job has every right to complain for that. So
Yeah. Okay. Whoa, one second. Maybe we can do a 4v4.
No.